Hit that like and subscribe button for the coolest tech memes in the world.
I got paired with a super hot guy for a project in my criminal justice class and he just came up to me and said, "Oh my god, you know what we are? We are partners in crime. Get it?" And then we both changed each other's contact in our phone to partner in crime. And now, I kinda wanna marry him. Nearly 3 years later, L got him. We all know Pokemon was made by an autistic person, but consider the idea that it was made for autistic people as well. Absolutely nothing in the entire game requires dexterity or quick reaction time. You can beat the game with no problems, even if you have the reaction time of a shuckle. Game mechanics based on categorization. Things placed neatly into categories that are easy to memorize. There are multiplayer element, but the game itself, completely single player, no social interaction required to enjoy the hell out of this game. You are not only encouraged, but expected to have empathy for, and form an attachment to these virtual creatures that do not actually exist, which is very easy for an autistic person with hyper-empathy to do. The whole point of the game is collecting things. Autistics will understand this want in a macaroni. Making eye contact with an NPC is an act of aggression. That last one sent me. My favorite misunderstanding I've had to clear up so far was a Japanese person asking me about the word duck. Because apparently someone had told him, if he said duck in America, that he might be killed on the spot. Which I think is the funniest lie that I've ever heard. Pornusual. Damn, how brave was he feeling when he asked you that? My father made a great point when he asked me how many times throughout history I thought a gay archaeologist, historian, or anthropologist has had to sit through a meeting screaming inside their head because everyone at the table was trying to figure out why on earth these two men were buried as husband and wife. I learned that the world record for the loudest thing ever shouted belongs to an Irish female teacher who shouted the word quiet at 121 decibels, the equivalent of a jet engine. Disgusting. The Belfast primary school teacher bellowed her way into the world record books in 1994 with a thunderous bellow of the word, what else? Quiet. The shout clocked up an earth-shattering 121.7 decibels, setting a world record and potentially damaging the hearing of anyone within earshot. Horse. Despite her record standing for 22 years, no one has yet been able to outshout her, a fact that recently re-emerged when her Richter-scale rippling exploits featured on the hit BBC TV program Key. Co-retailer, lead singer of renowned heavy metal outfit Slipknot was on the show, and even he was blown away. Our shows top out at 109 decibels, and those are quite loud, he said. So 121 is stupid. Oh my god. Okay, please read this whole article, because there is important information in there, including she never yells at her students. A record-breaking 121 decibel shout happened during an event she'd been invited to. She was defending her title after setting the previous shouting record during a competition at a church camp, where she got to 119.4 decibels. The only reason she entered the first competition was because her twin sister had entered and was about to win with a shout of 119.7 decibels. They took her to an expert to try to understand how she shouted so very loud, and his conclusion was that her supernatural volume was fueled entirely by her need to beat her sister. That's just how siblings are. Me in 70 years. How many Elmas must die? 101 Elmas. Cruel mode evil. I hate how when someone starts their period for the first time, adults are always like, "You're all grown up now. You're a real woman now." Like, hi bitch, that is an 11-year-old child. Their bedtime is 9 PM and their favorite TV show is SpongeBob. Mom sat next to this guy at the deli and overheard him talking about some $100 million deal and took this awkward photo. She texted me it and said, "Any idea who this is? Apparently Stanley makes cameos in people's lunch outings now." Boss, lunch on me today. Any ideas? pizza? Sushi. Me, suspicious that Jeff and HR is an anteater. Ants. I stare at Jeff for his reaction. Jeff looks back at you suspiciously. Unbeknownst to you, Jeff has the theory that you are an anteater. The Spy vs Spy antics go on for 7 acts. Your boss eyes the two of you. He seems nervous, while he slightly shakes in fear. The two of you have been doing nothing but suspecting each other the entire time. Yet you haven't even suspected the fact that your boss is the anteater. Does the average man get enough sleep? What is enough sleep? What is the average man? What is does? The San Francisco Examiner, California, February 25th, 1935. Sometimes I think humankind hasn't changed at all. What is does?
Yeah, less stress, let your mind be free. Shift when the fog lift, you can finally see. There's a feedback loop that delay like an echo. Tune your frequency up and let go. Loud and clear.